now it's recording.
It's like
Sweet.
You ever have any old like game systems when you were growing up?
No, just PCs. Deer Hunter 4.
Deer Hunter 4. I was telling you I had like some weird one. It was on a floppy disk, and like the deer was hunting the hunters, but he was shooting beer cans at them. it was terrible, but it was hilarious.
Sounds crazy. All right, Brian's got our script, so we're ready to roll now, aren't you?
Yeah, this is the script. Man, we're going off none of this, but that's okay.
Well, today, obviously, I'm not by myself.
Nope.
I got Bryant. Bryant is... You want to explain what you are?
Wow.
Who you are?
Who am I, Brian?
Who are you, Brian?
Yeah, I'm Jake's, like, apprentice or something. I don't know.
He's my sidekick.
I help him out all the time. Usually, just fun stuff, though.
Yeah, like today, this morning we went fishing.
Did pretty good.
Yeah, we did. Maybe I'll flash the picture of my giant bass up on the screen.
You should do it.
Yeah, we probably caught, I don't know, I probably landed at least 10.
Yeah. At least 10 each.
Yeah, right.
They weren't anything crazy, but
no,
it's nice.
It was still
consistently catching.
Perks of having your own schedule. Yeah, when I'm not doing fun stuff like hunting and things, we do a little bit of construction, and Willow's under the table, my dog.
Yeah, I'm just petting her.
And then I do a bunch of editing. So lately my editing plate has gotten way too big. And
That's
I can't eat all the editing jobs by myself.
So you share a little bit.
So now I'm sharing them with Bryant. So he's been helping me out a little bit. How do you like editing?
Editing for yourself, for stuff that you like, and then
That's
editing
fun.
For like work is a little
Not
different.
fun.
I mean, it's all right. It's better than some things, but
yeah. Typically, how it goes is I give him folders that have footage from all sorts of days and all sorts of cameras, and then you just got to figure it out and make sense of it.
Yeah,
but
bunch of stuff that we don't shoot.
No, we don't shoot any of it hardly.
Know
no.
What's going on? What do you call this series?
I call it Hot Topics.
Hot Topics.
Yeah, and I put that little flaming mic icon in the corner.
Really? Have you ever been to Hot Topic?
Gosh, you know what? Now that you say that, I want to completely change the name of all these videos.
That's what I thought about.
I guess one of the I wrote some notes out for one topic just about things that I like and things that I very much dislike about hunting. And Bryant,
I see freezing on there.
Huh?
I see freezing.
Freezing?
Yeah.
Like my computer's freezing?
Nope. Things you hate about hunting. Freezing.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is my biggest thing.
You hate freezing?
Yeah. Because I never bow hunted.
Yeah.
It was always gun. So it was always really cold.
So, yeah. So Brian's not as big into hunting.
Let's just say my big buck savvy score is not as high as Jake's. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah. So he'll be filming me this year and help him out with some of that stuff. But yeah, I guess maybe just share like what's your hunting experience
My hunting experience.
Up to this point.
Minus
meeting me because
just
your experience gotten way better.
Way better, yeah. Just knowing you.
Yeah.
So I guess hunting as a kid, probably around from 10 to like maybe 14, 15. Didn't do it a lot because like nobody in my family did it. So if I went, it was like with a buddy or maybe like just behind my house. Didn't really like scout or go anywhere else unless I went to public land like twice for squirrel hunting. But yeah, I've never killed a deer.
That will change.
It will change, yeah. I mean, I've seen some while I was hunting, but
we saw some while we were fishing today.
Yeah, we did.
I'm just curious because of like the industry is like always trying to sell you stuff, or like they're trying to portray hunting as like some sort of thing where you need something to get something, if that makes sense. Or I don't know. I guess it depends on how much like outdoor television that you watch.
Honestly,
just from like friends and family, probably. Like people that you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surrounded by a decent amount of people that hunt, but I'm not like close enough with them to go like, hey, like let's go hunting together. And they're not like super into hunting either. So
I'm your main hunting info.
I mean, really, yeah. Like no, like I don't really talk to anybody about hunting. It's more, I mean, a little bit about fishing, but usually everyone is like fairly old and has jobs and like they just get out when they can, and it's just like that weekend hobby kind of thing. I don't know anyone that's like really into it. Like nobody that I know like really researches it, or it's like literally like, oh, I might go
just
to
something
like, this
that you
place
do here and there.
Yeah,
You have to get into it pretty deep to actually like I think experience the effects of like the mentality of the industry anyway. So I got a list of things here I'm going to read off of things that I love and things that I hate about hunting, because in my opinion it's important when you're getting new people into hunting, whether it's like your kid or your friend or something like that, to not portray hunting as like a way like, oh, you have to do things this way, because you really can do stuff however you want. Things that I love about hunting: doing it with friends and family, or, you know, just the experience of hanging out with somebody and going and finding deer, documenting my hunts with video. That's been a sweet one for me, just because it's almost like any kind of experience that you have. If it's documented, you get to go back and watch it again. And it's just way more fun.
That is cool, especially how you said the friends and family thing, like going over, just like trying to find like B-reel for the videos that like I'm editing, and like watching some of your old videos and just seeing like you with your brothers. Like it just seems like really fun. Like you guys are having a good time, like all the time.
And it's so cool to be able to go back and like relive it and
especially
stuff.
and see how you've grown over the years.
Another thing I got down here is adventure hunting. So
explain that.
That just means I call it adventure hunting, but it's just hunting different states, going out to somewhere you've never been before, and getting a tag and be like, all right, we're going to go kill a deer.
I don't know anybody that does that.
Yeah, and that's so much fun to me. Like, I went to Kansas last year, never been to Kansas before. That was an absolute blast. I've been to North Dakota and some other states. So that's just fun. Gives me a good excuse to go see new country and stuff like that.
Do you find somebody out there that you know and kind of have them guide you, or do you just drive out there and
like,
here's some land?
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that's changed over the years. Like before, I would have never known where to go.
Right.
But now they have like all these apps and stuff that have come out that show you public land in every single state. So I can literally pick a state and I can see all the areas that I can just go walk in and hunt, and then all I got to do is buy a tag. I like hunting areas where I can see deer. That's one thing you don't really get in Michigan, because there's just woods everywhere.
A lot of foliage, everywhere.
Part of hunting public land I like is having to outsmart other guys and outsmart the deer. It's just like...
Right. Yeah, you got that competition.
Yeah, some people look for the easiest possible win, I guess, which I can understand.
Yeah.
If you get frustrated, but I kind of like... It's like a giant chess match to me. Like, once you get good at it and you're like, all of a sudden it's like you just want to up the ante. So it's just like I don't know, maybe it's the competitive streak in me.
Okay,
I'm not really sure.
In your own words, explain the challenges, like how different it is between like bow season and gun season, like what you like about each, and like what you dislike.
Yeah, because you've never bow hunted, right?
No, never.
Bow hunting is probably pretty much what hooked me on because it's like everything's so much closer range. Like you can't shoot a deer realistically until he's like within like 30 yards. Okay. So with gun hunting, you get like the whole like traditional go out, sit, watch a field, and shoot at a deer, which is fine. But
what did you do when you
got to get way tighter
and stuff?
Bow hunted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just way more fun. Like when you shoot a deer, it's like the adrenaline rush is insane. Yeah. And I don't even know how to explain the adrenaline rush you get after you shoot a deer with a bow. I've tried to explain it to people. I'm like, it's like going on a roller coaster that's really intense. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's way better than that.
So does it feel different shooting a deer with a bow versus a gun? Like, do you feel like you've accomplished more?
Yeah, your heart's beating like 10 times faster. Like,
really?
Oh, yeah. I've experienced that. I've watched my little brother David, and he shot at some deer with his bow last year, and now he's all hooked into it. And it's just it's a totally different ball game. It's harder to get into. It takes a lot more practice.
Okay.
But
so did you ever crossbow hunt? Because I saw you had one in the garage.
No, yeah, that's for like Matthew or like young hunters and stuff. But I don't even use it because it's not very fast. Here's some stuff that I hate about hunting. Right. When you don't see deer time after time that you go out, and I guess that's what it's like.
That's most of the time though, right?
Not anymore. No.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what prompted me. Hey, Willow.
I guess there is a difference between seeing deer than seeing a deer like where you get a good shot. Right?
Yeah, so like, not seeing deer is what's like driven me to scout so much.
Right.
That's why I scout. So then when hunting season comes, like almost every time I'm seeing deer, pushing deer, like it's not hard for me. I know where they are at least.
Sure.
They might not get up and walk by me, but hunting spots over and over and over just because you've had an experience in that spot. I found myself doing that a lot when I was younger.
Really?
Kind of like fishing.
I was just gonna say,
where it's like you catch a big
fishing.
bass. That's literally exactly what I did this morning.
And it's kind of like,
I went to that same dock.
yeah, I mean, it's like the fish.
Like,
you think the fish and the deer don't move, like
yeah,
they're probably not.
Oh
Gonna
yeah,
again,
no, they
so.
move all over. And it's insane how much bucks move too. Like you see a big buck somewhere and he can be miles and miles away. But yeah, you can find yourself going back to spots over and over and over, and you're just like it's a weird mental thing. Where in hunting, it's the same way as fishing. Like the more you move, then usually the more success that you have.
I mean, I guess that kind of is everything in life, though. Like you go to the store because they have milk, right? Or you go back to a restaurant because it was
it's
time,
like
so
I know it's like ingrained in your mind.
It's like the pattern, yeah.
Okay, here's one that I kind of hate is putting out and checking trail cameras a whole ton. So I don't know if you've ever seen me like check my phone, and I have like trail cameras out in the woods.
Oh, like the mobile
that send
cams?
me, like they send me photos. I got Spy Point.
Oh, Spy Points, yeah.
And we've got some other brands trail cameras too. But like you're constantly checking to see if you got a deer on your phone.
Is it like addicting or?
Yeah, pretty much. And the problem is like if you get a big buck on a camera, then you'll be like, I have to go hunt over there. And sometimes, sometimes you might be there, but sometimes he's not, and he's somewhere else, and so you can end up hunting off of your trail, based off your trail cameras.
How many cams do you usually put up?
I have like 7 or 8 wireless, I think. Yeah, and it just takes forever to go set them all up too. I think I took like a whole day, and I got 3 up.
Really?
Yeah, and it sucked.
Interesting.
Because I had like stinging nettles and stuff all on my legs.
Oh yeah.
One other thing I really like is just when I go and hunt in like 2 or 3 day spurts, because you get to devote more scouting time back to back, and like you can actually start to figure out what's happening, and then by day 3 you can actually capitalize on it or something. It's like same thing with like a fishing trip. Like if you were to go, I don't know, and one off time on a lake, like you figure some stuff out.
Yeah, definitely.
If you do like 3 days or 2 or 3 days back to back, then it's
So
usually way more effective.
what do you think, if you had to pick, like would you rather hunt like real early in the morning or like later at night? Like what do you think gives you better results?
Probably evenings.
Think so?
Yeah, just only because a lot of times the wind picks up. The wind usually picks up late morning and then carries off into like early afternoon, then dies down mid to late afternoon. So you can usually get in, and the deer won't know that that you're there because they can't hear you. Whereas in the mornings, a lot of times it's like dead, freaking quiet at like 5 a.m.
Right, you gotta get there pretty early.
And it's like the new Grinch movie where he's like walking on snow. He's like,
It's like
this is the loudest snow I've ever heard. To sum it all up is, if you start in on hunting like any other sport, there's stuff that you don't like and there's stuff that you do like, and I think it's real easy to like just assume that all the things that you don't like are required, and you just have to like tough it out and accept them, when in reality you don't really have to. You can just kind of create whatever style of hunting that you enjoy the best. Like some people really like climbing up in a tree and sitting there all day, and they like the view and all that stuff. Other guys like being down on the ground and moving around because they're restless. I tend to be that person.
I was gonna say, I don't know how much I could just
my patience is very, very thin. That's pretty much all I wanted to kind of cover, just from getting Brian's perspective as far as somebody that hasn't hunted a whole ton. Hopefully we'll be laying down some pretty sick footage this fall. We got a few videos that we're shooting that we'll probably be throwing up on the new 350 build that I did. Built a 350 Legend and an AR platform. Had a ton of issues with it, but
working them out.
Yeah, working them out. It's been interesting. Been texting Brian about it here and there. We're like, I think I figured this out. I didn't figure this out.
At least you've got time before you need it.
This is probably the last like hot topic video. Man, now that I say that, I want to change the name. Hot Topic just sounds so stupid. I mean, it's like not like calling it One Direction or something.
One Direction.
I got to get some more people down to my basement so that they can talk to me about stuff too.
Yeah,
I always try to convince like David or something. David or Joshua or John. John probably wouldn't drive all the way down here, but
you could go to them.
I know. I need to get them on. We got some crazy stories that we've done, but that's the plan. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.